Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. Nice. Nice. All right, so now let's do an extremely detailed breakdown of what you just saw. So I will show you how I lit and shot those images. So hi everyone, this is Jiggie, a portrait and wedding photographer from the Philippines, and welcome to the channel and welcome to my small home studio that now looks like, well, a garden. Well, we tried to make it look like an outdoor scene, indoor, in a relatively small shooting area. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, this shooting area right here, this brown thing that you see here is only 2.5 meters wide and 3.5 meters deep. However, we extended a little bit, so we're technically taking up about 2.5 meters by 4 meters. The concept for today's shoot is we wanted to create a beautiful outdoor scene. Why? Because we have a very, very special product that we are testing today, and it is the brand new 85mm 1.4 GM2 from Sony. It's absolutely amazing. Tack sharp, beautiful bokeh, which you will see later. And it just focuses so fast. But enough of the 85. We'll talk about it more later. Let's talk about the setup that we actually did. These two plants are just two artificial plants that I put here. It's just lying around in the studio. This one is in the bathroom. This one is, I think, in the stockroom. So we're making use of what we have here in the studio. But we wanted to create a very natural looking light. And how did we do that? Well, first is a scrim. This scrim is set like a book light. So if you look at it, you've got a reflector there that's angled 45 degrees. And then you have the non-light FC500C right here with a beauty dish that's reflecting to the silver part. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can. But it's reflecting to the silver part. And then that reflected light will bounce and goes through this diffusion panel, which will then create that beautiful, nice, soft light. Then we have right here another FC120B. This one will serve like the light here and here, just to create those beautiful, creamy bokeh that you will see in the final images. And then finally, we have one non-light FC60B here, tucked in the very end, just to create that nice sun flare. So technically 3 lights, but also I'll make use of the studio lights also as my existing ambient light. But I will explain when I explain my camera settings. All right, so let's go. All right, so the camera that I'm using is my Sony a7R Mark V and the 85mm 1.4 GM2 from Sony. Now, of course, I'm using the 85 because it's new and I love it. It's beautiful. It's super light. Check it out. I can hold it with one hand even on my a7R Mark V. But for the purposes of this video, I'll keep it on a tripod so you guys don't get dizzy when you see the live view later. But really, I chose the 85 because I wanted compression. I have 2 plants there, which, by the way, I will give you the exact measurements later on how far apart they are in relation to the camera and to my subject. So I wanted that compression to give me really that nice bokeh. Now, I have my iPad here, and my iPad is actually controlling all my non-light lights, including my existing ambient light, which we will, actually, this is like off-camera lighting. We will perceive all these video lights as existing ambient light. So this thing is controlling all of those. Now, if you're wondering what this is the newer iPad holder. Now, everything that you're actually going to be seeing is recorded live using this one, the Atomos Ninja V. And then this one is just basically for my subject to see how she is looking. This is the ViewSonic VP16. That's a very, very nice color correct monitor. So what are my settings? Well, right now it is, let me show you, I will turn on HDMI info display on. So basically, this one is mirroring what my camera is seeing. So everything that you will see from here on end is straight out of the camera. Absolutely no editing will be done yet until the final images, which you will see maybe at the very end of the video. All right, so what are my settings? My settings are 1/60 f1.4 ISO 100. That's basically my existing ambient light now. So I'm going to be using these video lights as my existing ambient light. But if you notice, they're all coming from this general direction. But my angle, the angle of my subject is facing there. That's why I am going to use this one as a fill light. My main light will be coming from here. Now, for me to better explain how my lighting setup actually works, I think it's time for me to call in my wife, Coco, who will be my subject for today. Come on in, babe. Hi, babe. Of course, you look amazing. All right, perfect. Okay. So with Coco now, what we're going to do is we will actually show you how all of this, how the distance of all these things in relation to Coco. So let's bring out my trusty measuring tape. Okay. So this scrim is about 20 inches away from Coco. This tree is 18 inches. The tree in the back is about 24 inches. Coco is about 54 inches away from the camera. Then this light over here is about 4 feet from Coco's back and 2.5 feet from this tree. And the final light here is also about 5 feet away. So that's how small this space is that we're working with, and yet we're trying to make it look as if we're outdoor. So let's build it up. So as I said earlier, oh, by the way, we have to thank you very much, Yuki, for Coco's amazing makeup for today. You will see it. Look at this. So let's start off first with my FC500C, okay? So let me turn it on. That's the one that's here. So when I turn it on, that's the effect that it will have. Right? Babe, can you move somewhere here? There. So that's the effect that it will have. This one now became my fill light. This one became my main light because she will be facing going here. There. Perfect. Take one tiny step forward. Oh, sorry. This way, towards the light. Okay. Now, let's turn on the FC120B, which will be basically the light for all the trees. So let's turn it on. Oops. There we go. That one's on full power. That's a light for all the trees. Now, the reason why I still have an FC60B here is so that I want this area right there, the area that's slightly open to have some light. So let's turn that one on. There we go. I think right now I might even bring it down lower. So let me adjust it. That's a beautiful thing about the monitor too, is that it allows me to see without my assistant. There. Oh, nice. Babe, what do you think? Do you like that better? Oh, yeah. All right, perfect. Okay, so what's my white balance? My white balance is at 5600 Kelvin. So right now, what do you guys think? Babe, can you move slightly back here? There. Beautiful, right? It's so ethereal. And look at those bokeh in the back. It's so circular. I don't see any hard line edges. Beautiful. It's just so creamy. And look at that. The eye is still being focused on even if, all right? That alone is beautiful. But there's something missing, personally. I feel that there's something missing. And this is the beautiful thing about all these nanlite lights. I feel that even if we're creating an outdoor portrait, it doesn't give the warmth, right? We could easily shift our white balance and make it, let's say, like that. However, for me personally, it's still better if the light source in itself actually changes. So let's do 4000 Kelvin in the back. And then on the FC120B, let's do 4000 Kelvin too. Beautiful. And then the FC500, let's do 4000 Kelvin. And look at how warm that feels now. What do you think, babe? Did I get better? But I think this one's a bit too strong. Let's just make it a bit weaker, yeah? And there, perfect. Okay, how about now, it's like you're looking through the foliage, yeah? There, oh, how beautiful. Maybe you could bring up your hands and do something with your hands. I'm sorry, but you don't have to, yeah, you can. Okay, then move, you can move, yeah? There, perfect, yeah? Beautiful, beautiful, I love it. Nice, nice. Slightly out a bit, yeah? And look at this. Never lost focus. Oops. There we go. Never lost focus. Fantastic. And this is stack sharp. Let me see if we can zoom in. SOOC. Straight out of the camera. That's how sharp this lens is. Look at that. Nothing. I haven't done anything. This is straight out of the camera. Don't you think it's so sharp?
Very sharp.
Yeah. And then let's look at the bokeh in the back. Look at those. Look at how creamy that is. And the absence of sharp edges. Look at that. Look. Look at how creamy that is. All right. There. Okay, one more. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love it. Thank you very much, babe. That was that was absolutely amazing. Again, okay, let me turn this one off. There. So, check this out. Let's go back. We had our scrim, like a book light here as our main light, FC500C. We've got two 9 lights here, FC120B, FC60B, just a couple of artificial trees, and we were able to create that in a very small space. And don't you think, absolutely love the 85mm, okay? So if you have any questions with regards to this video, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And if you want to, if you enjoyed this video and you like what you see, please do subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, click that notification bell. Now, if you want to see the pictures that we've created or other images that we've actually shot before, you could always find me in my social media sites, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all at Jiggie Alejandrino. Okay, till the next video.